Welcome to On the Road with Bill Holub podcast.
Hi, this is Bill Holub from Steam Trap Survey LLC. Today we're going to talk about live steam, flash steam venting from pipes. But before we do, again, I do steam trap surveys and air leak surveys using acoustical imager. So if you have any interest in that, give me a call or send me an email. And I'll introduce Jesse right now.
Hello, I'm Jessie Holub. My company name is Branding with Jessie. My email will also be at the end of the video. I do the media for Steam Trap Survey LLC, including social media, podcast production, video editing, and much, much more.
Today we're going to talk about live steam, flash steam escaping from the vent, something that you can eliminate if you want to go into that area of maybe recovering some of that heat, but some places they don't do that yet. So one of the areas that I always try to express, one of the ideas that I'm trying to express is to look at those vents and kind of keep track of them, because if you look at them daily or every once in a while, you'll notice changes in how much is coming out. Sometimes it comes out very lazily, like cigarette smoke, maybe, where it's just coming out of there and no real force. That is called flash steam. And flash steam you're not going to get rid of unless you do something in the power plant where you're going to recover that heat. But if you don't, you will never get rid of that. That will always be visible. Again, lazy cigarette smoke type steam coming out that vent is going to be something where you have 180 degree, 220 degree water in your tank and you're venting it into an atmospheric application where you're just not going to get rid of that lazy steam. Once you start seeing force coming out of that steam coming out with any force, that's probably going to be most likely steam traps failed open. Could be someone opened a bypass valve, something, maybe a steam pressure valve is stuck open somewhere. The main thing is when it comes out with force, pay attention and then start tracking steam traps to try to decide which one maybe is causing an issue. Might be a good time to do a steam trap survey as well if you haven't done one in the past year.
And I do have a question. Is there a difference in the way it will look based on the temperature or the weather outside?
That's a good question. One of the main things is the temperature. It's what you want to pay attention to, because if it's 30 degrees outside and you have an excessive amount of lazy steam coming out compared to when it's 70 degrees out, you can have the same amount of lazy steam coming out. It'll be less visible. So temperature plays a big role in that. You have to kind of base on what you're seeing based on the temperature you're seeing. Also, humidity has a lot to do with it. If it's a very dry environment, it's going to disappear real quick. If it's a very humid environment, it's going to stay visible more. If it's cold, it's going to stay visible more. If it's hot, it's going to stay visible less. So that's something you have to pay attention to. And that's really it on looking at whether it's live or whether it's flash. Again, flash is lazy, live is very coming out with force. And I think that should do it for this podcast. Hope to see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Look forward to our next podcast.